You're wondering what life's about and what it really means. Nothing's what you thought it was and nothing's what it seems. Always stressed about the world and all the hurt that it can bring. But God is by your side, so don't you worry about a thing. You feel like you're so far away, no one can hear your screams. Even when you're sleeping, there's no comfort in your dreams. You're living while you're learning and the journey can be mean. But God has got your back, so don't you worry about a thing. Every day just keeps repeating as you're passing through the seasons. Always struggling with something, always battling with demons. If it's happiness you're seeking, just be happy that you're breathing. They say everything that happens to you happens for a reason. Some days will be hard and then some will be even harder. There'll be times when you feel like you just can't take it any longer. But don't think of giving up, cause there's really no need to bother. Anything that doesn't kill you is making you even stronger. Life will rip you open and then pick you apart. You wish you could have known that's how it is from the start. But when you feel like you're alone and things get bitter and dark, just remember that you're a soldier. There's no fear in your heart. You're able and you're capable. Your strength is unmistakable. Your faith is so unshakable. The pain's made you unbreakable. Any situation that you're facing, you can make it through. God planned it to be that way the day that He created you. You're wondering what life's about and what it really means. Nothing's what you thought it was and nothing's what it seems. Always stressed about the world and all the hurt that it can bring. But God is by your side, so don't you worry about a thing. You feel like you're so far away, no one can hear your screams. Even when you're sleeping, there's no comfort in your dreams. You're living while you're learning and the journey can be mean. But God has got your back, so don't you worry about a thing. If you put your mind to it, you can be unstoppable. Accomplish any goal you set or conquer any obstacle. Nothing that you cannot do, no problem is unsolvable. Just keep on holding on to hope and anything is possible. Keep on moving forward and stop living in the past. Start spending every minute as if it could be your last. All your dreams you are pursuing, you could get there in a flash. I know that you can do it if you get up off your ass. Time for you to do what you were born to do. The future will have so much more in store for you. At times it might seem like God is ignoring you. If you keep on knocking, He will open up the door for you. This is the beginning, you will hit the ground running. The life that you envisioned, you can feel it now coming. The weight is lifted, you don't have to sit around bugging. God is with you, you don't have to trip about nothing. You're wondering what life's about and what it really means. Nothing's what you thought it was and nothing's what it seems. Always stressed about the world and all the hurt that it can bring. But God is by your side, so don't you worry about a thing. You feel like you're so far away, no one can hear your screams. Even when you're sleeping, there's no comfort in your dreams. You're living while you're learning and the journey can be mean. But God has got your back, so don't you worry about a thing. God has got your back, so don't you worry about a thing. God has got your back, so don't you worry about a thing.
All right, what is going on, everyone? Steve JMO. It's still the 25th of November, 2019. It's about 1:37 in the afternoon, and what is going on, everyone in the chat? And it's really funny that you say this because I was thinking about maybe talking about some more of that experience because it all has to tie within the what this video is about, what this short little snippet is about. It's going to be a good show. It's basically, I think that everyone in our generation is, I don't even know, an underdog, I would say. But some people don't really like that I say it like that, but it is what it is. We are not the last generation, maybe the last generation that will be here on Earth, but just know that we will never die because we're spiritual beings, and it is what it is. But hold on one second. Oh, I didn't know that, Brian. You only get 3 notifications per 24 hours? That's pretty ridiculous. Is that like a new YouTube thing or something? I didn't hear anything about that. Fuck YouTube. But whatever, we're still gonna go with this. So, like I said, I think this entire generation, going from, I'm 24, Brian's 40, everyone in the chat last night was like 30, 40, 50. It's like we're all in one generation. A generation is give or take, I think 75 or 85 years or something like that. So we're all in the same boat, guys. You know what I'm talking about. But you ever felt that there's always something that is just there's just always something. You know what I'm saying? Like you got all your bills, you get ahead on a car payment, but then out of nowhere you get like a $500 thing to you got to go fix your computer, or you blew out a tire, or there's that other bill that just creeps up on you. There's always something that just puts you down. It's pretty ridiculous. But hold on, what's Brian saying now? Yep, the show you did me last night. Oh yeah, I guess that is. So that's all right. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know, Brian. That's good to know. So, wow, I didn't know you only get 3 notifications every 24 hours. That's ridiculous. But hey, it is what it is. I'm sure this will still reach a good amount of people. But you guys, like I'm saying, you ever feel that way? That there's just always something in the way. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then up out of nowhere, it's just like there's just another obstacle. There's another. It's just something else that's just putting you in the way of your goal. You ever feel that way? You ever feel like all of your goals are unreachable? It's not because they're not unreachable. It's because there are darker forces at play that are, I wouldn't say tormenting your soul, but they are playing with it, making you want to give up hope, making you want to, fall into the system even further than you already are. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, but good looks, Brian. Good looks. And we got Mr. Chronix in the chat again. That's my guy. Dabbing out. Haha. But yeah. So this is all just the devil in his ways playing torment on your life. If you can resonate with anything I just said, if you got all these goals, you have all of these things you want to accomplish, but there's always that one thing in the way, whether it be off grip or whether you're so close to reaching your goal and it's just boom, back set. Ooh, put you back a couple weeks, couple months, couple years. There's always that one thing that's in the way. And I think that's just the devil wreaking havoc on all of us, because he knows that we're good spirits. He knows that he's an angel. He witnessed creation. He knows how to mess with our heads. He knows how to get all up in us. It's ridiculous. So it's the ridiculous part is that people don't understand that. They still think this is an evolution deal. They think we came from a rock that came from water that turned into a turtle, to a fish, to a blah, 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 to a monkey, to us. And my question to all the evolutionists is, where's all these hybrid beings of monkeys and humans? And people will be like, oh, that's just why there's so many different types of monkeys. No, that's not what it is. It's all a demonic plague. It's all an anti-God agenda. So it's ridiculous. What do we got? We got some. What the hell is this? Yeah. Who's this Evan kid? Wow. Yeah, but bro, the difference is Brian has 3 channels, so he can post pretty much all day, any day. So whatever you got to say, bro, is just invalid. I have 1 channel, so Brian looking out for me, I appreciate that. And you just don't know Brian Staley's got the Brian Staley channel, Brian Staley 3, Dose of Reality, the Real News Online. I think Dose of Reality is one that got checked out and banned, but regardless, the man has three accounts. So if you see, up to 9 notifications from all 3 of his accounts during the day, he's just covering himself, He's just covering the board. Like you said, I guess you get 3 per day. So thank you, Brian. And this guy can just shut the fuck up. You can get out of here. It's no big deal. It's just ridiculous. And like I'm saying, I'm trying to stay on track over here. We got this guy crying in the comments section. So it's just like I said, there's just always something in the way from people reaching their goals, whether it be trying to do a short video or whether you're trying to save up money for a house. There's always that one thing that's in the way, and you don't want to. Yeah, you gotta. People gotta understand that this is a spiritual battle. Our souls, our eternal lives are on the line. You don't want to be trapped here, whether you're trapped here with the damned in the days of the fiery lake, or whether you're just recycled into this reality. Whatever the case may be, you don't want to be one of those guys. You don't want to go through this experience again. I'm only 24 years old and I'm done with this experience. So, and yeah, Captain Rankin is right. I am 4 away from 1K. So once again, Brian, thank you for, you literally sent like almost 200 subscribers last night. So that was sick. That was sick. But so yeah, this entire generation, I feel all of us, we're all either painted out to be underdogs or we are the underdogs, because the devil's wreaking havoc on our lives, always trying to keep us one step back. He wants to stay one step ahead, and the easiest way for him to stay one step ahead is put obstacles in our way to keep us one step back. You know, he wants us to lose hope. He wants us to create chaos. And when you give up hope, you might, lash out and do some things that you wouldn't normally do. And that creates chaos. And chaos is actually a layer of, you could call it hell, wherever these deities, these beings that fell, 33% of them fell. 33 is the highest degree of Freemasonry as well, just to put that in there. And they want you to create chaos because they are located in chaos. They kind of, after being down there for, probably 6,000-7,000 years, they've gotten used to it. They adapted to it. They don't know what harmony is anymore. They can only relate and relay chaos, in my opinion. He wants you to give up. The devil, all of his beings, all of them, they want you to give up. He wants your soul. And the sad part is, for most of us, not us here, but for most of the general population of the world, he's already got it, whether you know it or not, whether you're drawing pentagrams on the ground, whether you're working at CERN, talking to beings possibly, whether you're in Jordy Rose's little group, it doesn't matter. Honestly, if you subject to the idea that your reality was created from a big bang that started, from nothing, he's got your soul too. He's got it, and he's not going to let go. That's what these beings do. They realize that we are like such an, important spiritual, I don't even know what you would call us, spiritual beings, I guess. They realize our power, and they don't want us to use it for good. They want us to use it for in their favor, for bad. I don't want to just say good and bad because it sounds kind of stupid, but it is that simple, ladies and gentlemen. It's a battle of good versus evil, not left versus right. Left versus right, that splits a nation, that splits a population, that makes the division more easier, that makes controlling us more easier. If we're always fighting with each other, and you always have one guy standing up for one entire group and another person standing up for the other side, nothing's ever going to get solved. It's just going to be name calling. It's going to be, I'm going to do this better than you. You've done this. You got to drop that, because there's a bigger picture at stake here. There's a battle for your soul. In the little cartoons when you were a kid, and you had the angel on your left shoulder and the devil on the right shoulder. That's what's going on. You got your conscience that's telling you to do the right thing, and then, the devil's always whispering in our ears because he has permission to, because we gave him permission to. Not you and me, but our ancestors, Adam and Eve, the first humans. They decided to want free will. They decided to want to learn everything on their own. They ate from the tree of knowledge, and here we are today. And the tables have pretty much come 360. There's nothing new under the sun. The first sin shall be the last sin. Man's attempt to be immortal, but not spiritually immortal, physically immortal. Because we are already immortal beings, I believe. That's just my opinion. So, and like I said, like for most of us, he already has it. Like I said, whether you're in the occult, or you're you're in the LGBT 7, 8, 9, 6, 12 community, or whether you're, like I said, whether you're just a scientist person who believes that we came from nothing, he's already got your soul, because you're not gonna wake up to the fact that's not reality. That's not how you should be living. There's rules that were set, the 10 Commandments, and for the small 1% of us who are aware, who are awake, who can understand that there is a battle for our souls, we must not let him win. If he wins us over, it's pretty much all over for us as not just individuals, but for the human race. The small 1-2% of us that's actually awake, we can literally make a difference when the odds are stacked in our favor, or aren't stacked in our favor, which they are now. They aren't. What kind of odds are in my favor going on YouTube talking about stuff like this? What kind of odds are in your favor? If you went to work and started talking about this stuff to your bosses, there's no odds in your favor. They're going to look at you, ridicule you, laugh you out of the building, just like they did in the times of the Christian martyrs back in the day. Yeah, it's all coming around full circle. You talk about God, you talk about spirituality, you talk about how the devil is active and trying to take our souls. They label us as crazy. They label us as ridiculous. They label us as almost terrorists. Yeah. Look into all that. That's what it is. And it's if we just gave in, if I just stopped you going on YouTube, went back to the lifestyle I had before all of this, and along with everyone else, the human race is over as we'd ever remember it, because I think that a couple of years from now, it's gonna really start to take off. The whole transhumanism agenda is wicked, like in the worst ways possible, and it's very, very, very real. For anyone who doesn't know too much about that, you guys got to check out Nicholson 1968's channel. I got to get in contact with him, see if I can, mirror some of his work and some of his shows. But he's got some very good content. He's straight to the point. He's a no BSer. He's a big Bible believer, and he believes, and so do I, that transhumanism connects with the Bible. So if you guys don't know who Nicholson 1968 is, just literally type that into any search engine or type it into YouTube and have at it. That guy, I think he's great. But in times like this, we need to be strong. There is a reason that, I know this sounds stupid, but in all the movies that have come out, the underdog always wins. I think they're telling us that we do have a chance, but we can't do it alone. Only with God on our side will we prevail. And yeah, it's pretty much what it is, guys. Because if we abandon God, it's all over. We can't take on the works of the devil by ourselves. We can't take on the works of fallen angels, Nephilim bodies that are going to be returned. And that's the whole transhumanism thing. It's they're building these robotic bodies that you can upload your consciousness to. It is ridiculous. It's satanic. That's a way for you to live forever on this earth, which was the first sin ever. Men to be like gods. If you're going to upload your consciousness to a robot and live on forever, yeah, I got a big problem with that, morally, spiritually, and in general. But they're also making these bodies, these robotic soul uploading bodies, for the Nephilim beings, because the Nephilim were all actually destroyed. I don't know if all of them. You have things like Sasquatch and all this other crap that's still around to this day, and chupacabras. I'm not going to go too far into all that, but it's I those could be bloodlines from the Nephilim, but I'd say at least 98% of the Nephilim got completely wiped out. Their bodies did. Like, they're done. They died. So, but their spirits are still alive. That's what demons are, I think. That's what demonic spirits are. You go and buy, paranormal equipment, and you come in contact with a demon, and it can do a couple things. There's a reason that in a demonic possession, you could have, let's say you have a girl who's 14 years old. I've seen videos where, stuff like that, where it's taken 5-6 people to pin this one girl down. So what's really inside that girl? I think it's a Nephilim being, and that's why they inhabit humans. That's why they possess you. I couldn't think of that word for a minute. But yeah, I think that's why they possess us, because their spirit, their bodies are gone, and they need another body to inhabit. And through transhumanism, they're gonna have bodies again. I'm not saying that this is gonna be 100% like all the movies, but why are all the movies like portraying stuff like that? Transformers 4. It's all on a quantum level, they say in that movie. I can understand that now, because you got D-Wave and CERN talking to these demonic beings. They're probably telling them, they're probably getting instructions on all this stuff. That's probably how it's all going down. But, I'm not an expert on any one subject. I just, I bring what I know to the table, and you guys can, branch off from there. And Chronic's in the chat saying he can't watch movies anymore. And I fully understand that, bro. The only thing that brings me to watching movies is to looking for more clues and more evidence, because how many movies have we seen that came out in like the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, even some of the early 90s movies? They're all reality today. So I feel the need that we have to watch a couple at least the big movies that are coming out, just watching to see what steps they want to lead humanity towards. Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to come true. And that's what I'm saying about all these alien movies coming. There's an alien deception coming that people are going to just fall for. They're going to think it's Alien versus Predator, Independence Day, Covenant, all this stuff. They're going to, what's that other one? Prometheus. These things are going to come down. I think they're going to present themselves as aliens that have been here before, support further the mainstream idea of the ancient astronaut theory, that we are descendants of some sort of alien race, which we are not. We are descendants of Adam and Eve, who were created by God in his image. So we need to understand the difference between A and B there. So that is what it is there. And what else we got? This is just a little notebook that I wrote these notes down in like 2016, 2017, 9/19/17. But these beings, they're scared to death of us, because they know if we all are doing what we're doing now, we keep doing it more, we keep resonating, we keep talking, we keep building our spiritual IQ up, our spiritual warfare, our armor. We keep building our armor of God up. They're scared of us. Like, you may not know it, but your soul is at risk. Your soul is at risk, and only you can save it. And us knowing that scares them to death, I think. It scares them to death, because if we start making a noise over here that they can't control us, and more people start waking up to that fact, just on a conscious level, you're gonna see a lot more people wake up to reality. But they can't have that. The forces that are of evil, that are of darkness, they cannot have that, because their little plan to rule the world more than they're ruling it now can't happen if everyone's waking up to the fact that their soul is at large. You can take your soul, your conscious, you can use it for good, or there's 3 things you can do with it. You can use it for good, like we are. I think I'm not. I don't have a feeling like I'm barking up the wrong tree, but you can use it for good. You could use it for bad. You could work for them. You could sell your soul. You could do their thing. You could be a Freemason, a lodge member, all these other things, Skull and Bones. You could go to MIT. You could be a scientist on TV. You could use it for all the wrong ways. You could do it on purpose too. Because once they literally worship Lucifer. Go ask any Freemason. They'll lie to you. They'll lie to you, no bullshit. But if you find a honest one, you get in their head real quick, and you want to figure out a couple things, they might let you in on a couple secrets. I've never talked to one. Maybe I have. I don't know. I don't know all these handshakes and shit. But I don't know where I was going with all that. Well, let me jump in the chat real quick. Danny Pepper, what's going on, bro? Voyage, what's up, bro? I've seen you in there a couple times. Scott Morin, what's going on? Chronix is still in there. See Proxy, what's up? Captain Rankin, what's going on, brother? Ron, Ricka, I'm really dyslexic, so we'll go Ron. What's up, Ron? Sweeze Music, what's going on, bro? Yeah, so, we got some more people coming in. Michael Carroll, what's going on? Or Kevin Michael Carroll. I don't know who the hell Michael Carroll is. Kevin Michael, Dollface, good guy Jeff. What is going on, everyone? Yeah, you guys, I was about to get off, but I was just doing a little live show on how I think that our generation is, they point us out to be a bunch of underdogs because they don't want the chips in our favor. They don't want us to start putting the chips in our favor. They don't want us to use our conscience to our full ability. They don't want us to use our spiritual energy for good. They want us to use it for bad, or B, not use it at all, because that's just as bad as using it for bad. If you're just going to neglect the fact that you're special, that you were here for a reason, that God put us on this earth, then you're using your soul for the wrong way, using your conscience for the wrong way. Your spirituality is not there because you think you came from a bang that turned into the galaxy, that turned into the planets, that turned into gas, to water, to all this other stuff. It's all nonsensical, and it's all an anti-God agenda, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to get off. I got a couple other things I got to do today, so you guys have a good night. God bless. And once again, shout out Brian Staley for throwing all these people my way. You guys in the chat are the best. And yeah, I'm getting out of here. Take care, guys. You have a great day.